latest live feeds that we are getting. We have another live feed that we want to bring out to you. This is a large ICE operation that is going on right now in Santa Barbara County, California, and we are going to be listening to some media members listening in right now. Let's listen.
This is ridiculous. This is political theater. Look at this. You militarize agents on domestic soil, acting like military. This is ridiculous.
You have any idea what the mission is?
I have no idea. They don't even communicate with us. This Trump administration, ICE, Secretary Noem or Noem, they don't communicate with anyone. That's why we are providing as much oversight as possible. That's why I came here as soon as possible today to observe what's happening. And clearly, this is overkill and ridiculous.
Anybody in D.C. right now? Do they know what's going on here?
They're doing these raids throughout the state and other places in the country. And they seem to have coordinated them at the same time. I got word that there's one going on in Oxnard right now at the same time.
Did they tell you how many people they think?
They haven't said anything. They haven't given us any information. Only a card. So I got a person a call from ICE, their government affairs person.
1-800 number.
In,
looks like they just made it.
Is there a number?
So this is a piece of a projectile that they
The flashbang.
that they threw out, a flashbang in the crowd near children. This is dangerous. It could have hurt someone. It could have hurt a child. Let alone
It did hurt a child. It did hurt a child.
This is ridiculous. Like, let me say again, I served in the Marine Corps. These folks are dressed like military personnel on our domestic United States streets. This is ridiculous. It's overkill. Playing military soldier on our streets is not what America's all about.
And when they went to Mexico for safety and freedom, and then they fucking took over California.
Monica is so sorry. Wade is doing and Julia Myers.
They can't get no jobs.
Trying to get her attention. She's in a checkered shirt. We'll see her right now. She wants to think that. Yeah, she's right there, but she, her right elbow's bleeding.
All this for people trying to yeah, that's what they record. They record all this shit. They should record themselves. You should look at this at night. Hopefully you fucking, your soul will come back and not.
You know, let me just say something else. What these operations are doing are creating a lot of angst, frustration, and tension. They are escalating things. There's people who no doubt are going to escalate things against these operations as well. They are creating an untenable environment where people could get hurt. Everybody could get hurt. And it's really unfortunate because you don't need this much overkill personnel, let alone dressed in military garments and carrying military-grade weapons, much of which they can't use anyways. They cannot use them for the most part, which is really ridiculous. That just shows you we just have a show of political theater by the Trump administration. This is a bunch of crap.
Bullshit! You couldn't have said it anybody.
Do you think in any way, Salud, they should be carrying out any portion of this mission anywhere in the United States? Get criminals out of the U.S.
Look, if they want to deport criminals, that's one thing. This is not deporting criminals. This is going after everyday, hard-working immigrants that are here working the fields to provide food on the table of Americans, and so that we get it at the price that we get. That's what's happening, and this is just ridiculous. It's tragic, and it's uncalled for.
Bro, you're the enforcer of 2025. You're the enforcer of ethnic cleansing. You're the enforcer.
Do you think anyone on this this operation we'll be talking to you before?
I've made those requests to a number of people here. I haven't gotten anybody to talk to me other than the government information person gave me this card. That's all I've gotten.
My brother used to work with you. And a cameraman. Yeah, Julio Lonnie Lopez.
No racist police!
That's my brother. My big brother.
Please, just get in your fucking car.
I looked down
This is your legacy. This is a side of history you're going to go down.
The judges want to stand here and look tough. They can leave. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. Leave.
Your kids are going to ask what side you were on.
You want to say anything?
Julio, I miss you. I remember all the good days. And keep in touch with me forever. And where the hell is the video game? What's this?
What the hell?
I don't know.
Their car broke down. Wow. What is the price?
You got flat tires over there? Come on, come on. They don't know how to take care of their own cars. You got to change a couple tires.
There was an ice vehicle over here. I was like,
Porque trabajo en el rancho, la farmer market. Mis manos están sucias porque ayer corté lechuga.
Salud.
I got word from many sources, social media, including direct calls to me in my office, that this operation was taking place. I got here, the most they told me was that they had a search warrant. I identified myself as a member of Congress, not impeding, asking to come in. They wouldn't let me in. Yet I've noticed some people were passing on bikes, members of the public and other members of the public over there. And I'm not allowed to observe or do any oversight whatsoever. This is overkill. This military personnel on our streets, basically they're Homeland Security people dressed as military personnel on our domestic soil. This is overkill. It's political theater by the Trump administration. It's ridiculous. It's deplorable. And again, they're not going after criminals. They say they are, but this is a clear example that they're not. They're going after hardworking people that are working on our fields, that are working in agriculture, the people who put food on our tables. And that's really what's happening. They are creating an incendiary environment where many people can get hurt, whether it's agents themselves or the public at large. This is not what should be happening on our streets across our state and our country. This is ridiculous, and again, a bunch of political crap, political theater.
Free Palestine, man, it's all connected.
Commissioner of Agriculture, or Secretary of Agriculture, was talking about how they could automate this and how they could bring in people from Medicaid and Medicare, which is obviously very unrealistic. I mean, how frustrating is that for you?
Well, it's frustrating because obviously the Secretary doesn't know anything, that people could come in and do this hard, back-breaking work. Not everybody can do it. That's why they can never recruit many people to go into the fields and do this work. And she's out of touch, she's oblivious, and doesn't understand anything. What just tells you she's yet another cabinet member that's unqualified of this Trump administration to be doing the work that they're doing in this department.
Hardworking people.
How frustrating is this to see this happening in our backyard?
It's extremely frustrating to see it firsthand. The oppression that's going on, the enforcement that's overkill, And again, they're going after hardworking immigrants that are providing work in our fields, our construction industry, hospitality industry. This is going to hurt our economy. This is creating tension and fear amongst children, families, separating families. This is ridiculous.
What you've done. Bunch of losers.
It's Salud Carbajal, man. It's all connected. It's the imperial boomerang. What you let happen over there comes back to us here. It's happening. It's coming back here to us.
So proud you must be of yourself.
Please stop being a Zionist, man.
Leave. Out of Carpinteria. We don't want you here.
Get out of
You're not
here.
welcome. Leave.
Out.
You're not welcome. Leave.
Get on out of here.
Time to leave. Get out of here.
All right, tensions building right now out in Santa Barbara, California, as there is federal officers here at this neighborhood, and tensions boiling over right now. We had to jump out. Some of the audio was getting bad there with some of these protesters that are on the scene right now. So we'll keep an eye on this here for you on Live Now from Fox. And if we get any more updates on what this operation is out there in Santa Barbara, California, but some sort of ICE operation and Homeland Security event that is going on in this neighborhood. And you can see just some of the tensions that are continuing right now. We do have another vantage point here to give you just a small amount of demonstrators, but still making their voices heard with these federal agents right now. So once we get some more updates, we'll bring that to you here on Live Now from Fox. So that's what we do here, try to bring you as many different live feeds as we can.